was the eve of 2 job interviews in North Carolina, and I, residing in New York, opted for a road trip rather than flying to save money. The prospect of escaping a lackluster job for corporate office positions with enticing benefits and salaries, coupled with the promise of better weather, fueled my journey. Departing straight from work on Thursday, I embarked on the 8-plus-hour drive, aiming to reach my Comfort Inn destination by the early morning hours. The stress of impending interviews, coupled with minimal sleep the night before, weighed heavily on me, and despite consuming copious amounts of coffee, fatigue began to set in. As I navigated the quiet highway, the clock inching toward 12:30 a.m., I encountered an inexplicable and eerie sight: a man in a suit standing motionless on the roadside, facing my car. Perplexed, I contemplated various scenarios to explain his presence, but the odd encounter left me on edge. However, the night took a chilling turn when, merely 10 minutes later, I encountered another suited man, mirroring the peculiar behavior of his predecessor. Alarmed, I pulled over with the intention of offering assistance, only to witness the second man vanish as I turned around. Shaken, I resumed my journey, but found it increasingly challenging to stay awake. Desperate for another jolt of caffeine, I stopped at a rest area, only to spot the man in the suit once more, standing beneath a light post. Fueled by fear, I hastily retreated, fearing his enigmatic presence. Determined to press on, I pushed through exhaustion, eventually conceding to the overwhelming drowsiness. Pulling into a random parking lot, I reclined my seat and attempted to sleep. However, paranoia took hold, and I awoke to the unsettling feeling that someone was watching me. The hallucinations persisted when, glancing in the rearview mirror, I momentarily saw the man in the back seat. Terrified, I screamed, only to find the car empty upon closer inspection. The exhausting night had taken a toll on my sanity. Eventually, I reached the hotel, collapsed into bed, and experienced fitful sleep. The following day, groggy but determined, I faced my interviews. The stress, combined with fatigue, had led to hallucinations, a fact my therapist later attributed to my vivid mental preparation for the interviews. Despite the surreal and terrifying experience, I landed the second job interview, marking the beginning of a new chapter in North Carolina. The strange occurrences, born from a concoction of stress and exhaustion, lingered as a haunting memory. Clearfield County, Pennsylvania, provided the backdrop for a night that veered into terror as I navigated the deserted roads. Past midnight, with only the company of my favorite podcast, a ding from my car announced a low fuel alert. Seeking the nearest gas station, I followed my Maps app, leading me to a secluded station surrounded by dense woods. The sole oasis in the darkness was a generic, no-name gas station. Pulling up to the pump, I noticed a man filling up an old pickup truck. His lingering gaze as I entered the shop felt unsettling. Purchasing coffee and paying for gas in cash, I returned to find the man driving away. However, my solitude was short-lived. Minutes after departing, I spotted the same pickup truck by the roadside, engine off, nestled next to the woods. Intrigued, I drove on, glancing in my rearview mirror, waiting for any sign of movement. The tranquility shattered when another car sound alerted me, its engine ceasing abruptly, plunging the night into silence. A sense of unease settled as I heard footsteps approaching. A glance into the rearview mirror revealed nothing, but the wobbling sound hinted at trouble. The subsequent ding from my car revealed a flat tire. Alarmed, I considered the possibility that the man from the gas station had sabotaged it. As I searched for my roadside assistance contact, an ominous silence fell over the road, broken only by the distant hum of an engine without headlights. Prepared for the worst, I retrieved an SOS flashlight from my trunk, its beam revealing the pickup truck from the gas station parked some distance away. Concealing myself in the woods, I called 911, whispering my location and suspicions of foul play. While on the line, I witnessed the man from the pickup truck approaching, and the call abruptly ended due to poor reception. Terrified, I waited, hearing another vehicle approaching. Peering through the foliage, I spotted the man engaging in conversation with a newcomer in another pickup truck. Summoning courage, I burst onto the road, alerting the stranger to my predicament. The situation escalated as I accused the man of slashing my tire and following me. The stranger, disturbed, distanced himself from the alleged perpetrator, who quickly retreated. Relieved, I continued my ordeal with the arrival of a police officer, who took my statement and waited with me for roadside assistance. The tow truck driver provided a ride to a nearby shop, where my father picked me up. Despite reporting the incident, the police officer found no evidence on the gas station's cameras. The unnerving encounter served as a stark reminder of how close I came to potential danger that ominous night in Clearfield County.